Hi everyone, my name is Michael Olajide. Today I want us to have a very brief discussion regarding Victor Gyökeres. Like we all are aware, he moved to Arsenal. That move was confirmed and is no longer news. In fact, he scored 2 goals last weekend. But what really happened? We all knew about the saga that occurred during his transfer from Portugal to England. While the club decided that this is the amount they set a specific amount they want from club so that before he can move. But along the line, something changed because the sport director of Sporting left. So a new sport director came in and said, look, see the situation, we need more money, and so on. And they are right to decide what they want. However, here is a very important thing I want us to know about that deal: the importance of his agent, the role he played. And when the club came up that this is the amount we want, we without this around 60 to 70 million pounds, that's what they want for him to move. And they said they are not going to lower the money. Why? Because they have to pay 10% to Ipswich Town, where he left to Sporting. And they have to also pay the agent 10% as well. So when you remove 20% from the money, so it means that the club only have 80% left. And they are looking at it. This is a very good striker. So if you're selling you for 50 million, for example, and we are giving away 20 million, so we are actually losing on a big striker like you. So we need a very big figure before we can allow you to move. So by the time we remove 20% to Ipswich Town and 10% to the agent, then we have a very high significant amount of money left. So this was going back and forth. At some point, the player, Victor Gyökeres, has to forfeit some of his salary. We had the figure around 2 million euros to join the transfer fee. Despite that, the club is saying, look, we need more money. So that is where the role of the agent came in. What did he do? He decided to forfeit his 10% so that the player can move. In a sense, the club, Sporting in this case, we have 90% of the money after giving 10% to Ipswich Town. So you can see the importance, the role they play. And as a result, they agreed on the fee with Arsenal. And eventually the player moved. That single act from the agent, we don't know if he forfeited the entire 10%. We don't have the exact record. But the fact that he was able to lower his fee so that the player can move, that means that agent has the interest of the player at heart. The agent has a very good negotiation skills, because he was moving back and forth between Arsenal and Sporting. He was doing a very good negotiation, then taking it to Sporting, because at some point, the negotiation between two clubs broke down totally. Because if Arsenal said, this is the money, this amount we have, and the club said, we are not going to accept that. Now it was the duty of the agent to be going back and forth so that he can bring the two clubs back to the table and conclude the transfer. So, and he did that well and successfully. And lastly, get agent that will stick to the plan. When you sign with an agent, make sure you have a plan. What is the plan? We are going to move from point A to B, C. Plan it properly, so that even when things are not going well, if you stick to the plan, you will succeed. Gyökeres and his agent already had a plan. This is what I want to do. I want to go back from Portugal to England, and my favorite club that I want to play for is Arsenal. He already had that decision. So even along the line, as Saudi was coming in, other clubs were bringing in higher money, because he already had a plan. It was easy for them to stick to it, and eventually he succeeded. If there was no plan on table, I just sell the player to any club. I advise him to go to any club, go to Saudi Arabia. I'm not saying anything wrong with Saudi Arabia. I am only saying that if your mind is not there, and you eventually go there because of the money, and you are not happy playing, you're not going to give your best. But because he stuck with the plan, and eventually they succeeded together. So footballers, especially the young ones aspiring to be pro, please choose your agent wisely. Watch their attitude and make sure it's not all about money. Make sure this is someone that have your interest at heart, so that eventually you will succeed. And trust me, this Gyökeres agent is going to make his money back one way or the other. He's going to make his money. But guess what? He has created a very good relationship with his player, and more players want to go to him because of that reputation. This is someone that have the interest of the players, not just all about the money. But if, and as agent, I want to use the opportunity to also talk to you that please make sure you do the right thing. It's not all about the money. Money will come and go. Your relationship will speak for you at the end of the day. If you have a plan for a player, stick to the plan. Don't just do anything because I want money and this is paying more. I understand the money is very important, but at the same time, if the player already said, this is what I want, please make sure you stick to it. Don't just make it about money. So that is just a few things I would like to I like to get off my mind today. I hope you find this interesting, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. Hope to hear from you some other time. Bye.